I was standing in a bookstore on Colorado Avenue in Pasadena, California, in the fall of 1968, Vroman's bookstore, at a used book table. And I picked up a little blue book, about that big, about 60 pages, called The Weight of Glory by C.S. Lewis. And I've said often, books don't change people, paragraphs change people. And this one changed me. So I opened up the first page and read this. The New Testament has lots to say about self-denial, but not about self-denial as an end in itself. We are told to deny ourselves and take up our crosses in order that we may follow Christ. And nearly every description that we find gives us, appeals to our desire. That's what I tried to explain this morning when I was talking about self-denial. And then he adds this. If there lurks in most modern minds the notion that to desire our own good and earnestly hope for it is a bad thing, and that was me. I feared that wanting my good, my happiness, my pleasure, I feared that's a bad thing. I shouldn't feel this. And he's saying, if there lurks that thought in my mind, I submit this notion has crept in from Immanuel Kant and the Stoics and is no part of the Christian faith. Well, he had my attention because he was saying the desire to be happy is not a bad desire. And those who say it's a bad desire are being influenced by the Stoics, not by the Bible. And then he kept going like this. Indeed, if we consider the unblushing promises of reward and the staggering nature of the rewards promised in the Gospels, it would seem that our Lord finds our desires not too strong, but too weak. I had never heard anybody say that. John Piper, your problem in the Christian life, your problem is not that your desires are too strong, but your desires are too weak. I couldn't believe anybody was saying that, because I had felt for years, my problem is I want to be happy so bad, it must be a bad desire. And he's saying, no, that's not your problem. Your problem is you are settling for way too little. And he finishes it with this amazing sentence that I've never forgotten. We are half-hearted creatures, fooling around with drink and sex and ambition when infinite joy is offered us. Like an ignorant child who wants to go on making mud pies in the slum because he cannot imagine what is meant by an offer of the holiday at the sea. We are far too easily pleased. So here's the C.S. Lewis diagnosis of Holland. He's dead now, but if he were here, right here, and I say, give me your diagnosis of the problem of the world in Holland, he would say, they're all too easily pleased. And that's true. Like children, fooling around with mud pies in the slum, just sitting in the gutter playing in dirty water. And a man is offering them, I want to give you a holiday at the sea, at the ocean for 2 weeks. And the kids say, no, thank you. We're having a good time. They don't know what he's talking about. That's the problem in the world.